Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Facebook, The Feature Table, one word. Twitch.tv/The Feature Table. YouTube, I think Eric Anderson, because I haven't set it up yet. So you might find it there. Facebook and Twitch are the best way to find it. It'll also be on Twitter. When you get your card, put them in the box in front of you so that the people at home can read it. Other than that, it's the same, except for your dealer is going to announce all of the action. So I'm sitting over here and I can type it in for the players at home to follow along.
Listen up. This is for everyone who's going to be going over this feature table, so y'all need to listen.
Facebook and Twitch, The Feature Table, one word. When you get over here, the dealer is going to announce all of the actions so the players at home can follow along with the chip, everything else. There's no headphones or communication devices at the feature table. While you're in the hand, you have to put your phone away. When you're out of the hand, you can go ahead and use it. But when you're in the hand, you cannot use it at all. Hands down. Very strict about that. Always have your masks on. That's not a feature table rule. That's just a rule. Anything I'm missing here? We're good? Okay. In 15 minutes, it's going to go live. If you guys want to share it, let people at home see what's going on. And I need a picture of you four really quickly, just for poker news. So if you want to slide just a little bit towards here.
Once again, all masks have to be on your nose all the time.
Ready, 1, 2, 3, go. Got it.
Gotta be all the way up and then killed on the Alright, we have 18 minutes left of this level. At the end of this level, we'll be covering up those yellow chips and taking a break. We have 18 minutes and 46 seconds. Dealer, shuffle up and deal. Are they going to have starting lines? Floor. Is the player going to buy the yellow chips? You're going to sell them all to one player each table or a couple players each table and I'll buy them up from them.
And I think we are live. Alright guys, welcome to day 2 of event 1 of the kickoff of Lone Star Poker Series. You have Chris Birchfield of the booth and the legendary Alex Optional Green to kick us off.
How we doing?
We are doing great. It may only be 2 o'clock, but the Packers are playing the Buccaneers. We have day 2 of this amazing event. The drinks are flowing, and we're having a good time already.
So much stuff to watch. Just all of it. I hope you have 12 TVs wherever you're sitting.
Yes, we have a lot of TVs in our room because we are in the beautiful Champions Social Club out here in Bel Air, and gorgeous venue. And we get to watch a game, we get to watch a little TV, we get to watch all these legends fight out for a $32,000 first place prize for $400.
Speaking of legends, who do we have on the table here?
On the feature table here, we're going to round off. We're going to start off and see. Well, you know what? This is not an accurate list because we had to do a redraw after we broke that last table. So, I do know for a fact that Logan Hewitt is on this table. Benny, Brad is in seat 1. Logan's in seat 2. Benny is in seat 3. Jeff is in seat 4, and Mike. Oh, it does say Jeff in seat 4. Okay. Otherwise, his fans know him as Dixon, but Jeff is in seat 4. We have Steve Mocha in seat 5. Hayden, one of the Lone Star Series pros, in seat 6. Bao in seat 7, and Bia in seat 8. We're going to be playing 8-handed the rest of the tournament, and here we go, guys. Already a mystery hand for the World Crusher, Jeff, not adhering to the squares on the table, and we're gonna let this one go.
Was that the 10 of clubs that wasn't going to show up? Is that what?
It was the 10 diamonds, but we
They
switched
fixed that?
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, we tested everything this morning, and it should all be good.
Now it's just the world class. Last player, he can do whatever he wants.
Exactly.
His name is Dixon.
His name is Dixon. You literally can do whatever you want.
So it looks like we have about 39 players left. Is that correct?
Yes, 39 players. At 40, we moved into this room. 2 players busted at once, and we moved everyone over. All tables are hand shuffled from here on out. Out on the main floor, there are 24 tables, all with professional card shufflers. This is more.
This is a little kind of hype side room that's got the feature table
exactly.
on it.
Yeah,
I really like that they're doing that. So every event now, they did it for every day one of this kickoff event. When it gets down to 40 players, they move into that room, which I think it just adds a little bit of hype to instead of there being the money bubble and then the final table bubble, it adds one more threshold of hype when you get to move into the VIP room. And
Perfect, thank you.
rock and poker room, you get in that line, you have your chips in a bag, and you just move over. There's a certain type of anxiousness that comes with it. The butterflies,
Yes.
This now, for a $400 event, this is serious money. $32,000 for first.
There's a lot of people.
When you move into this room, it becomes real.
Yeah.
And even the seasoned pros start to feel it.
Yeah.
This is part of what makes Lone Star so great is that it's such a great value, so much money up top, and this is just opening weekend.
Yeah. Just getting started.
Just getting started.
Just getting started.
I have butterflies watching these guys.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to ever be able to feel it because I'm never going to make it this
Listen,
far.
Chris, don't do that to yourself, okay?
All right, fine. I'll take it easy on myself. It looks like Jeff figured out, or Dixon, excuse me, figured out where the card readers were.
So we've actually got a little domination happening here. King Jack offsuit, Ace Jack offsuit. Blind versus blind even. That could get frisky, although it's a 9-high board, so maybe not. Looks like it's been checking through so far. Just had a raise and a call pre-flop. Check through to the river, and checks down. Ace high's gonna win. Easy game.
Easy game.
So there in that graphic that you may have just missed, you can see the payouts on the right side. We'll point that out next time.
Yeah, absolutely. In between hands, you're going to see the clock, the blinds, and on the right side, in a smaller print, you will see the top 10 payout structure. Every 15 or 20 hands or so, we'll be able to look at stuff like the dip and pre-flop raises and all sorts of stuff. And here we go.
Oh, I didn't know I
Look
had
how
that
fancy
power.
we are.
I probably shouldn't click that.
We're experimenting.
Yeah.
It's opening weekend. We can do, you know what? We can do whatever we want. Ignore the action. Just pay attention to what we're doing.
Hopefully someone on the tracker knows what they're doing and was able to get back where they were supposed to there. So Jeff's in the small blind here with King 4 offsuit. Let's see what he does. He's a good player. He's going to raise. I like it.
He knows blind versus blind. King high is going to be the best hand
Takes it down.
a lot of the time.
I think he just knows that they're going to be overfolding in those spots.
Not only that, but there might have been a chance that he didn't even look at his hand there.
Yeah, we could. Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is. So we're at 12K big blind, 12K big blind ante. There's the chip counts, updated chip counts. Hayden down there with 8 big blinds, obviously
on,
looking for a
Hayden.
spot.
You can do it, buddy.
For anyone that was paying attention to the live stream right now, he's going to kill me later for saying this, but that dude went through the entire torture chamber on the feature table last night.
Did he?
Oh, God, it was brutal. First of all, he had to bust his fiance.
Yes.
That was just the worst spot.
Real quick here, just looking at the hands that we have,
You see a little bit of action here.
Logan in the hijack with Ace Queen offsuit, and Hayden has pocket fours. Let's see what happens here. We have a raise from Jack 9 suited. Let's see what Logan goes. He decides to just flat with the Ace Queen, which may put Hayden in a spot with these fours potentially to go for an all in here. Let's see. So we have 3 callers. Queen 6 called, and Hayden does jam the 4s here.
When there's an all-in, I don't need the count unless the player asks
Super
for it.
obvious squeeze spot.
Yeah, he only had what, 8 bigs, and he was in the big blind, so 2 of those are
Exactly.
in the pot right now with the big blind ante.
I can't imagine Logan folding. We don't know what Benny has behind him. That's irrelevant to Logan's hand, but I expect a 3-bet shove here. Yeah.
Yep, he does.
And
does
super
go ahead and
standard
shove.
spot here.
Yep.
No one's out of line so far, and our last remaining Lone Star Poker Series Pro,
Nope, anywhere
all in, ahead, but all in, forced tournament life.
Waiting for those graphics to update so we can see actual percentages, but.
Oh, hold on.
And we have an ace on the flop.
Oh, man, and it's not
Gonna be
looking
down
good
to
for our
2
tournament
outs.
pro. Hayden, we love you. Good GG.
GG's, brother.
You represented the team well. Nothing you can do. You know,
Very
sometimes, yeah, very standard hand, but every once in a while, it's just not going to be your day, your tournament, anything like that. And he fought very valiantly to get onto day 2 here. So.
Get small.
Moving on to hand 5 of this feature table. Can't wait to see what the rest of this week has in store for us. I'm already having a blast. How about
Oh,
you?
yeah. Fantastic time. Great people.
Great staff,
Alcohol.
alcohol, all the alcohol. I don't know if y'all can tell last night, but I may or may not have been drinking on the stream last night.
May or may not have been.
May not have. Okay, I was. Absolutely. Not even going to hide it.
May or may not have been.
3 raises, 35,000. War section, 8. That button.
All right, so Logan, after knocking out Hayden there, he's got 45 bigs. He's second in chips here at this table. Jeff's still with that chip lead table captain mentality. And you know he's
And
going
not a
to
real
take advantage
shocker.
of that.
Yeah, absolutely. When you have a nickname like Dixon, you're just a legend. let's call it what it is.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
1 fold.
Danny, can you put them on top of each other inside the box?
I'm doing really well right now by not screaming into the microphone for that Packers touchdown. For those of you that don't know, I'm a giant Packers fan.
3, 2.
And in 15 minutes, y'all will realize that the score got tied 15 minutes ago.
4, 5, or 3, 4, and 6.
That's for me. You want me to stack them? Yes. For
All right, so we have a
everybody
race
else.
at 28,000 with ace-9 suited here from Logan Hewitt. We're going to have maybe a defend with queen-6 suited. I like a defend with queen-6 suited. I wouldn't mind if he folded it, though. Looks like he's reaching for calling chips.
10 fold.
And we are off to the flop. It's king 8-8. Rainbow. A whiff for both players. C-bet might take this down.
2 check.
Goes check check on the flop. We have a 5 of diamonds on the turn. So now it could go to anybody. Whoever wants to take the
Whoever blinks out at first,
the initiative. It's a big word for me. How did I do?
spell it.
Don't know.
Can't.
Not gonna try that. a little upset that you asked.
Sorry, my apologies.
All right, we do see a bet here from Logan, which I assume we'll take it down. 34,000 is the bet. Let's see a real baller raise here.
10 fold.
He does let it go. No surprise there.
Great job. I know it's not natural to announce
Logan
it.
takes down another one. Closing in on that chip lead. Let's see if we've lost any players. Looks like one. Is there 38 left now?
I get it.
Is that
kinda-
an 8 or a 5?
8 or a 5?
I think it's
or
an 8.
Maybe a
and
6.
if it's an 8, then well, we know who it was.
R.I.P. That's sorry for the needle.
Jesus. We're really trying to mess up our VIP sponsorship here, aren't we?
Just don't.
Womp womp.
He doesn't want to watch the stream. It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. I'll make sure and let Hayden know to not watch the stream.
We know who it was. I forgot apparently.
Drinks are flowing.
3 call. 4 fold. 6 fold.
So we have a limp from Benny with deuces.
9 fold.
Under the gun plus 1.
10 call.
And
An
small
interesting
blind
spot
completes.
for Brad here. I mean,
All in.
He goes for it with no hesitation either.
it's about what is that? A 19 big blind stack, something like that. 18 big blinds. Are we at 12K big blind? I should know these things.
I think we are, yeah. Yeah, we are.
One thing here for Benny is that he's pretty confident that B is not going to have much here flatting out of the small blind. You know, now I don't think Benny's going to want to risk, 30% of his chips with 2 deuces here.
Probably not.
And I can't
Generally, he could have some traps, but generally I think the limp is going to be weaker.
Right. I
Especially this deep in a tournament, and he's not a short stack either. We did lose another, down to 37. And as we were pointing out earlier, you can... every time I bring it up, they take the graphic away, but the payouts on the right side,
yeah.
I'm gonna hit that so hard next time. So hard.
We're going to be ready for it.
Oh, yeah. Someone watching the stream there caught a glimpse of their phone. I'd be watching too.
Brad, you can't be on the phone with them on.
12. 3 call. 4 fold. 6
So we have another limp from Benny with ace 10 offsuit
9
under the
fold.
gun.
10 fold.
You got 2 inch, baby.
1 call.
What do you want to do?
And the small blind completes again with queen 7 offsuit. And then we have a mystery hand from Logan here in the big blind.
Your cards, Logan. Thank you.
There they are, 8-4 offsuit. An obvious check.
1 bet. 20.
Guys, we're going to be here all week at Champions out here in Bel Air. Come see us. Come see our lovely hostess with the mostest, Kat. She is fantastic, a jack of all trades. A little bit of everything she does, and
3 call.
she just asked me if I was the commentator. So I thought that I should call her out on that on the stream.
I think that was the correct move.
I think so too.
Yeah.
8-4 just flopping Jin here versus top pair, and it got checked her on the flop.
No, actually, I think
Did
it
it
went
bet?
bet. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I see the pot size now.
Top
Okay.
pair bet on the flop.
Logan is just in the driver's seat. I like his check too on the turn. Trying to do some sort of bet. He's not afraid of any full houses on this board texture, I don't think. And if I'm Brad here, I'm probably check calling these rivers here.
Potentially. It was a length pot pre, not super aggressive post.
Seems pretty innocuous, and also I feel like I'm pretty sure that Brad and Logan have played a bunch in the past before. He knows Logan is pretty capable of making some moves here. I would not blame Brad for calling at all.
So the bet was what 65K into 110? Was that right? 120.
120, yeah.
It's a little more than half pot. Not too expensive. Brad giving it a little think here.
Yeah, I
And
don't
he
blame
does
him
make
for
the call.
calling. I know it's easy to say, well, you shouldn't call here, you know, when you can see all the cards, but this is a pretty standard check call here. I don't blame him at all. I'm calling like 90% of the time right there. Logan is known in Houston for being able to try and win pots without having anything. Very standard hand in my opinion. We are going to break, guys. 15-minute break. There are the prizes on the right side.
Prize pool.
The prize pool's
There it
on the
is.
right side.
Check it out. It'll be up for a little while.
It'll be up for a little
I
while.
lied.
If you're listening to this right now, guys, there is a $400 one-day event going on right now in level 2. Come out to Champion Social out here in Bel Air. We're having a good time. First drinks on me. If you come up and say that you heard me talking about this nonsense, me and Alex will be back in the booth here in 15 minutes.
That's fine. We're gonna race off the rest and I'll buy it from you. Yeah. That's fine. Another right.
Oh, okay, I got you. I really wanted to check the river, but I'm like, 50,
500,
I don't know.
20.
I'm still happy with it. So.
See, I need one green?
I ain't complaining.
Anything under 100, I'll start calling.
Yeah.
3, 4, 500.
I'm really trying to just make it look like I was trying to buy it.
Yeah, you can just keep them right here.
Okay.
I was really trying to make it look like I
Have
was
all
trying to
of
buy
them,
it.
sure they all have that.
But good photo, man.
All back. 325. You want, yeah, you can put them wherever you want. They're all verified. You can start putting them away, I guess. Or just roll the whole table.
I'll roll the whole thing.
Yeah, that makes more sense. We still got this one of these. Don't take all the greens yet. I need.
You tell me what I can and can't take, and I will.
Zigzag there to there to there to there to there. Yeah.
More braids for later.
I haven't had one yet.
Here's the video, let's see like 20, dude.
I'm on it.
Alright, yeah.
Fritz signed me when he came in.
Oh my god.
I'm right below you.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to the sports bar.
Yeah.
Tom O'Day. Go
Price is
Braves.
still hot.
I'll take me over for a million.
Oh, let's do a chip count. Since they started with Brad, since they raced, we have to get an updated chip count. C1, yes, thank you. You don't know he's Brad, right?
Zigzag.
You don't have the seating chart.
I went from I can't hear.
No, you're supposed to come here.
Yeah, I got the, it's
all good.
It's starting.
165.
165, got it?
I'll push you.
Because I went to there and I said, I'm going here, and they're like, no, over here. I was like,
Staying alive?
yeah, man. And as long as there's people at the table and the person gets a break.
Aaron Rodgers is the best of all time.
Go first, go. Go first, go that, yeah.
735.
735, thank you.
No.
When do they do the MVP? When do they announce shit like that?
I feel like before the Super Bowl.
Because they were talking about Aaron Rodgers being MVP.
Yeah, you need some empty rack?
He's
I got plenty of rack over here.
Huh? You have enough? Okay.
Rodgers is the favorite when he has money on it like
C3, 450.
over
450?
Yes.
Packers -3, 3.5, 4, whatever you
830. Thank you.
Tom Ford is us.
Yeah, nice.
Throwing missiles, little like rabbit holes.
Still Tampa Bay, Super Bowl.
C6, 150.
And this is gonna be a hell of a
140, perfect.
Packers and Chiefs is what fans know. That's what Roger Goodell was scripted up for.
Good.
Second, I mean, Tampa
155 CD.
Perfect.
Nice.
Tampa Bay, dude.
Where you go? He wants to have what I don't have. What are we gonna do when I want to go to the Super Bowl? Yeah. You know how they do that? Right.
270.
270. Thank you. Buttons in the one seat.
10.
Are you sure? Did you move it after the last hand?
Might not.
Yeah, my computer says one seat.
Okay.
Marcel or
Three steps on either side.
Go on a circle. So start here and go around a circle. That's good.
I got you. That was
So, great.
Do I need to circle? Alright, here's 24.
Yeah, we're gonna do our own.
What's up, man? No one pays you off, though.
A couple hands you get.
Yeah, at the right time, you get paid off. Oh, well, here's another name. Let's go.
Some question, Marcel, not.
Huh? Go this is the last one, right?
So I got announced.
Yeah, one fold, two raises, 200,000, three folds, four folds.
Do I count every raise, like right away?
Yes, please.
Accept it all.
The all in, you don't have to because I have a button that says all in. So I just click all in. If somebody asks you, obviously you count it. On the clock, 2 checks, 4 checks, turn. So you have to tell me that because I have to type in every action. When there's an all in a call, don't blow up the clock, wait 3 seconds, turn, wait 3 seconds, river. Because the computer has to catch up, so if you do it too quickly, it might not pop up. There's little grid lines for the community cards. I had one dealer put them right over the top of the logo, and I was like, I'm not getting any. Move those down to the box.
Alright,
So it should be easy. You're a trained professional, you'll have no problems.
let's do it.
Okay, wait, okay.
Did everybody jump on Facebook and Twitter and Twitch and share everything so your fans can see?
You mean like OnlyFans?
Yeah, your OnlyFans. You can stream this to OnlyFans. How does that work? Charge like $5 or something?
Yeah.
Let's go. Monetize this.
Hard porn, baby.
Chip porn.
Yeah, there you go.
That actually is funny. I should think of that.
That's it.
Yeah, you yeah. Now I gotta share it with you for your idea.
I have a feeling you have to be a special kind of dude to have all these fans page.
Thank you. I think that was a compliment.
Where's that big cider at?
Everybody mask up, please. Thank you.
What's that?
Alright, dealer, 10, 15, 15, shuffle up and deal.
Yes, we did count. Yes. Because of the chip race, we had to get accurate. So what? Everything's accurate. Oh, were your chips moved and you're wondering why? Yes, we did it. At every break, we will do an exact chip count. Of course, at the next break, we're going to swap feed the tables, so you got 2 more hours with us.
Alright, so 10, 15, 15. Alright, 10, 15, 15. Hard and in. And make sure you put your cards over in the box.
All right, guys, welcome back. After the break, we are at 15K big blind, and we're gonna rock and roll here.
Pitter patter.
Pitter patter, let's get at
There
her.
it is.
I've never even seen that show,
Oh,
but
it's fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
It is fantastic.
Pitter patter.
I mean, all the phrases just work well
It's
for
the
everything.
letter Kenny.
Letterkenny.
The letter Kenny. Yeah. That's
Just
what I've heard.
Letterkenny. No doubt. Come on.
One of the reasons to come out to Lone Star is for our amazing waitresses like Michelle coming out here. You can come out here. She will serve you all the finest beverages, waters, shots, anything you'd like. Hey, price pool on the right hand
Look,
side.
there's a prize pool. 40-minute levels too here for day 2. I don't know if you mentioned that.
40-minute
I
levels.
love that. Gives you some time to work.
30 minutes on day 1, 40 minutes on day 2. Great structure.
Fantastic. We got our stack sizes there. As you can see, Logan there. We were looking at the break. His win, the amount of chips that he won since starting here is 300,000. He's up quite a bit since hitting this feature table. We're gonna
There
keep
he
that
is,
going.
turning around, looking at the camera,
Just taking a peek.
taking a peek at himself. Nothing wrong with that.
The back of your head.
Well, this is going to be an interesting hand.
Oh my
This
goodness.
looks like a 6+ deck.
We have an all-in
for
right off the
Kale,
bat.
and Jeff is in the big blind. If it folds around to Jeff, this is getting snapped. He might get felt burned by putting the chips in so fast. But this is an obvious call situation, and we're just going to proceed to the flop because it's not getting folded.
Oh, he hasn't looked
He
yet.
hasn't looked yet, obviously.
He hasn't looked
but
yet.
Now, he has not looked yet, guys.
No slow
He's
rolls.
not knit
There's
rolling
one.
here. He has not looked. Look, they're getting, yeah, exactly. As soon as he looked at the second card, it was getting put in.
Maybe he didn't even have to look at the second card.
Really, probably not at all. I mean, it's a little less than 10 big blinds. He's got all the chips.
The King Jack does flop better here.
Oh,
the
ace
turn.
on the, or queen on the turn, excuse me.
Takes it away.
And the tap of the table, good game gesture.
We're good.
Jeej.
Jeej, Dixon, knocking out another player.
What a guy. That Dixon. What a guy. So it looks like we're down to, that's at 36. I don't know if we'll be at 35 with that bust out, potentially. I don't know how quick they are with those numbers, but
You want one right
We're
now?
getting there.
Should we wait? He's
We're
big
getting
blind. Should we wait?
we're gonna have to bring someone else to the table here. We gotta fill it up. We're 6-handed at the moment. I'm sure they'll bring someone over.
Dixon cider?
You have a name for me?
Looks like they might actually be waiting to bring someone over. Not even giving a hand. Let's take a look at these. I got some stats here we can look at. VPIP percentage. Benny playing 60% of pots here. If you don't know what VPIP is, it stands for voluntarily put in pot or place in pot. It is the percentage of hands that you voluntarily put chips in the middle. So it doesn't count whenever you put in a big blind and fold, but if you call any bet, if you limp anything, that goes into your VPIP percentage. Pardon me. Looks like we are bringing someone else in. We have a Nathaniel. Let's see what he's got going here in a little bit.
Oh, no. What? Oh, got it. I got it. Sounds good.
Back to our stack sizes here while we're waiting. Oh, are they playing a hand? They're playing a hand.
All you guys doing? Good?
I'm not sure why I'm not getting graphics here. I think maybe our action tracker is distracted. We'll get back to the action here in just a moment. Adjusting cameras. You see the eyeball of Eric Anderson there. A legend, that man. Eric Anderson, you all know who he is. You understand. We're getting the new player settled in here. Looks like he might have a decent stack as well. I think they're counting up the stack for our graphics.
That is exactly what's happening, and Nathaniel is joining the table.
I told you that's how you said it.
Yeah.
You didn't believe me.
I did not believe you at all. Like, I'm sorry, I just didn't. I had to leave the room and go ask because I just did not want to.
Oh, he's got over 1.1
yeah,
million.
no, he's got piles.
Deep, so
Jeff looked
he's-
at him and licked his lips. I'm not gonna lie. He said, "Oh, someone with more chips than me, sweet."
Yeah, wow. Let's see how this goes. And it looks like he's directly to Jeff's left as well.
It's going to make for an interesting dynamic. I don't know much about Nathaniel, but he has piles, and obviously everything gets moved according to how it's supposed to be. This is going to be really good for a feature table.
C9 fold.
So Logan's got King Queen offsuit here. We're finally on to the next hand. Looks like he's maybe reaching to raise it up, and he makes it 35,000. Did you see those green chips? Those are dope.
Yeah, the octagon
Yeah,
shapes, oversized
yeah.
octagon.
The 25K chips are the oversized chips. They're pretty sweet. I've never played with any like that.
No, I'm a fan. I really prefer those over like plaques. You know, when I like those
Oh,
are really
yeah,
cool
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Well, the plaques is when you get into the millions, right? That's
Well, you can
I
make
guess
any
it depends.
denomination.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. I mean, if we're playing a Casino Royale, they're worth $1 billion. You know?
true. Very true.
And,
How often do you play those games, Chris?
3 times a week
Okay,
on the
wow,
yachts
alright.
in the British Virgin Islands.
That's a sick flex, dude.
I fly in on Monday, come back on Tuesday, fly out on Wednesday. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
On your private jet.
On my private jet.
Have you heard of global warming?
I That's for
shouldn't have
losers.
asked that question. Don't even answer. Chat. You need to settle down. Just leave it alone.
come at us in the chat. Don't at me. I'm just playing.
I love this. This is fun.
This is
I
a
love
lot
seeing
of
the
fun.
hands.
Now we'd both rather be playing this, but if we can't play, we might as well sit around and joke and laugh
And talk about
Commentate
some sick play.
on people that are better than us.
Yes. Better than you, but I mean,
You know. If you didn't notice, Nathaniel does have the chip lead on our feature table with a little over
We did that on
1.1
purpose to show you
million
guys
for right
how
out
Vizio
anyways.
works with the software. We planned that earlier. I was like,
I wonder what the
third
chip leader of
hand,
the
do
tournament
Vizio
is.
so I can
Do
show
we have
what
that
happens.
information?
I can go find out.
Because I don't know if I can do that on
I mean, if you want to. I'm not,
Yeah, let's
I'm not
do
gonna
it.
kick you out there.
Nah, it's all good.
I'll be right there.
Awesome.
And joining us in the booth is Hayden.
Oh, Hayden Fortini.
What's up, guys?
I don't want to ask this question, but I kind of do. Did you listen to the stream so far and listen to Alex accidentally needle you?
I missed that.
You missed it. All right. Well, we don't need to film it. Don't worry
Oh
about
no, I'm a fan. So, so the graphics came up and we're like, I thought we started with 39 players, and we're like, we did. He goes, who did we lose? Oh.
it. We literally commentated that 3 minutes ago.
I lasted 3 hands on the feature table.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
I mean, getting there, you were grinding.
Super standard spot. 8 bigs.
Yeah,
We're
very much.
squeezing there with any pair.
Was it limped before you, or did they raise?
Everyone limped.
Everyone
was
limped.
limp.
It's like a 5-way limp
It was
spot.
such a juicy spot. I was like, I just need a hand to.
I would
Well,
have looked at one. I would have looked at 1-4 and put it in.
Forward, but
I mean, just so much dead equity in there. I mean, 2-4 is like,
be true.
Does your hand hurt or did you get burned by putting your chips in so fast? Because I would have.
Yeah, it's a good spot to be flipping. There's all the good money in there for sure. What's going on here? Who's crushing this table?
Well, Nathaniel just got moved over to the feature table, and he might be the chip leader of the tournament. I'm gonna go.
He has heaps.
He has a little over 1.1 million.
Which one is Nathaniel?
He's going to be sitting to Jeff's left, Dixon's left.
Oh, Dixon Cider.
Yeah, that guy.
Such a
I enjoy
fan
a
of.
good Dixon Cider.
Yeah,
Very refreshing.
I'm so upset that the graphic actually has his real name. Like whoever fixed that, I'm mad at.
That's Eric, 100%. Eric types it in. We could change it here.
Damn it, Eric is correct.
Get it together.
So that'll be fun. You got Jeff and
We have two of the top,
two of the chip leaders.
two of the chip leaders of the
Sitting
feature
next to each
table.
other. Jeff's got position.
Bow at the feature table, very capable player. Logan Hewitt, Logan, who unfortunately did bust you.
Logan busted me. He's playing well.
He's playing well and he knows how to run up a chip stack, and his hair is on point.
He ran up to 765.
Yeah.
Let's go. Are y'all gonna hop in the
We're gonna hop in the 400 today. We got a
Sunday special?
The Sunday special is going on right now in level 3. It's a $400 one-day event.
Currently a nice overlap.
Really? What's the guarantee on it?
25K.
It's a 25K
25?
guarantee.
Yeah, we got
All right, guys, we are signing off in the booth. We gotta hop on out of here. 25K guarantee, and you can register till 6:30, guys, and have 20 bigs. No, if you max late reg, you will have 20 bigs
Get over
at
here.
6:30.
not bad value.
It's
before that.
amazing value. Come on out, watch the Packers and Bucks game. Come watch the Chiefs Bills game. Come have some drinks. Come hang out with us. We're gonna have a good time all day long today at Champion Social. Oh, what's gonna happen here? Jeff doing Jeff things, raising with the 910-0.
So it says Jeff is cut off and the Nathaniel's button. Is that mixed up?
No, Nathaniel's on his left.
Yeah, he's in the cutoff. Nathaniel's on his left on the button. He flattened. Now, Bow,
Oh, I can't explain.
I'm not going to lie. I thought he was going to put the rest of the chips in here.
He does just flat here off of a very short stack.
Very short stack, but this isn't too.
It's a speculative hand.
Not only that, but this is a pretty good stop and go player here.
Yeah,
Like I mean,
okay.
if you are prepared to rip all flops here, I'm very okay with it.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not a TV.
But I would be putting the chip in when the first card on the flop is turned over.
Yes.
Like it's time to put it in.
Ace
And
is possible.
guess what?
Oh,
We're getting the chips
my
in here
goodness.
now.
We are very much doing that.
Very good friend of mine. He's now you flop so big. Like, do you just check here? Like,
He doesn't.
good for him.
There it goes.
It's almost a crime that he flops so big.
How dare he?
How dare he?
Do we see a call with the queen here?
Nathaniel's got a lot of chips. It would not be out of line to call. He does put it in there. He's going to be fading 2 queens here. And likely going to survive. Bow with almost a triple up.
Yeah. Huge spot.
I mean, huge spot for him. Equity-wise, could not have been a better spot for him.
Very nice, very nice.
Hey, look, price ball on the right-hand side of the screen.
Oh, and we're down to 34 players.
And we're down to 34 players.
We lost 2 since the last time that graphic was on the screen. For those of you that are
All right,
All right, brother.
Good luck.
Good luck, sir.
All right, buddy.
That was Hayden Fortini. You don't know the man. He's awesome.
He is
Crazy.
really awesome.
Him and his fiance Kim Stone started Lone Star Poker Series, and they do some good work. I've also I've become pretty good friends with Hayden, and we've actually done some like one-on-one studying together. And the dude knows his stuff. He's a good player, very very good poker player. You should follow him on all the social media, Facebook.
Look at this cooler that's about to happen. Ace King, Ace Queen.
And these are big stacks too. We might see some
We're gonna see
some
fireworks
maneuvering here. Let's see what we got.
The chip leader has an ace also.
Thank you.
So we have a raise to 40,000 from the Ace King
And
offsuit.
Jeff is 3-betting here almost 130% of the time.
Almost.
Almost. The 130% came in.
He's
We see a
gonna-
3-bet.
He's going to make it 140,000.
And when Benny shoves here, I expect a fold out of Jeff. If you were paying attention last night, I was wrong, like literally every time. So don't expect what I'm saying. Don't expect what I say to come true. But
Did we ever see a flat from Ace King here?
no, I don't think so. Not at this juncture. There's no real pay jump significantly coming here. If you call 100 and leave 270 behind, you're just letting yourself getting bluffed off so many flops.
Correct. Yeah.
This is a hand where you have to see all 5 cards. The
You're out of
chips
position.
Yeah, the chips just have to go in here.
If you know who Dixon is,
Yeah,
put it in the middle.
exactly. And this 3-bet could be very light.
However,
and again,
we do see
I'm
a call.
showing how wrong I could be.
So we see a call from the Ace King. Let's see a flop here. Ooh, this could get interesting.
And if Benny checks here, assume that Jeff's going to win this hand if Benny checks, and I'm wrong. So I'm just going to
Not yet. You're not wrong yet. All right, we got time. Looks like we might see a delayed c-bet here.
And good for Benny taking the initiative here. I mean, after checking that flop, it's going to take some heart to pull the trigger here, and good for him. And such an excellent bet. It doesn't matter that he's leaving himself short behind. It's really handcuffing Jeff and what he can do here. And we're taking a little count here. I don't think he's going to do anything with it, but again, in one hand, I've been wrong 4 times. So there we see.
That time you weren't. For once. It's a pretty nice pot there for Benny. So Benny chips all the way up to 590,000 now. Putting himself, what is that, 4th in chips on the table? Looks like.
So Alex, during this Lone Star Poker Series, is there an event during the middle of the week that you're most excited for?
Well, I think the event.
Besides the main event.
Yeah.
Like,
So I
take
think
that out of the way.
I think that most people would answer the mystery bounty to this question, which I think is going to be an awesome event. There's over.
I'm going to cut you off real
Okay.
quick. Brad has decided to move all in from the small blind in a very standard spot. King high is going to be so good a lot of times. He's very unfortunate for Logan to wake up with an ace and chipped up already. Brad, all in first tournament life. and needs to improve. He needs to find one of the last kings or sevens on the river. And Brad has been eliminated. Very standard spot. It folds around him in a small blind.
Yeah,
he has
blind
no
is blind, you're
chips.
not getting away from
Yeah, he's got less than 10 bigs. It's just time to put it in there. He's got one hand to beat, and unfortunately for him, Logan has chipped up during
Yes,
the
yeah,
beginning
he's got
stages
plenty of
here.
chips to call
He's got
there.
plenty of chips. He looks down at ace. We're just putting it in there.
Yep. Easy game for Logan there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we do have, back to our conversation, we have the mystery bounty.
Yes,
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's 10,000 in added bounty prizes.
that sounds correct. And 15 celebrity VIP bounties
Yes.
with 300 apiece on them.
Yes,
I believe you're one of them.
correct, I am.
I am one of them.
You are one of them.
I think if they still allow me.
Yes, after a couple days of commentary, they might kick you out.
They really
But-
should. I just keep letting myself in here. No one stopped me yet.
That's true. I didn't invite you here. We have a schedule, and Chris is not on it. but-
Yeah, no, I just keep stealing a microphone and just until someone kicks me off, I'm just gonna keep doing it.
So I think that's going to be a great event. I'm really excited about it. But I think the one that I'm most excited about, and if anyone happens to be here for my stream, they're going to laugh because I am playing the $400 PLO double black chip bounty, and I am not a PLO player.
So much fun.
I am so excited
It's so
to play
much fun.
that tournament.
Yesterday I was on the stream with Isaac, who is one of the managing partners here at Champions, and he asked me what my event that I was looking forward to, and I said it was a three-way tie between Mystery Bounty, the PLO, and also the triple draw.
Oh yeah,
Same
I want to play
reason.
that one as well.
Same reason for you. I don't know how to play triple draw, but it's so much fun.
All right, let's hop in this hand real quick because we have some action. We have Jeff here in the fourth seat under the gun with pocket nines. He makes it 35K. We have a 3-bet from Bao with Ace King offsuit.
And now only having 205 behind. Not only. I don't want to seem like it's a insignificant amount of chips, but it's small enough to where we're at least seeing a flop. Jeff's going to reevaluate here in a second.
He does make the call, and we go to the flop. With
Oh
a 9
my
and
God!
an ace.
Sorry, Bao. GG.
GG's. Well
man.
played, sir.
And
Oh my
it's
goodness.
night for Bao. And God,
We have a stack pot ratio of 1. We have
doesn't
top
matter.
pair and bottom set. It's going in.
yeah, it doesn't. The SBR here in this situation, it could have been 10-1. Like, I mean, this is just the saltiest of situations.
I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. Potentially, he may get away by the river, but it would be hard.
It
If
just
it was
can't-
10-1, maybe.
Yeah, and even here, like, we might see a down bet to like 60K or something like that, just to induce act. Like, he just wants value here.
That's more than 60.
Yeah, it's gonna be 90.
Yeah.
And he's about to get the bad news. In 15 minutes, when you're listening to this bow, there's nothing you can do. Just a super sick cooler.
He's still up.
Yeah, congratulations on running
There's
so
the all
deep.
in, the
There's
snap
the
call, and the bad news.
Yeah. Are we gonna get a swipe card? We
Nope.
are not. GG bow.
That is all.
Love you, buddy. God
there
bless.
was.
What a sick cooler. It's not even fair when someone like Dixon. Ugh. Let's move on.
So we do have another joining our feature table. It looks like his name is going to be Michael, and his stack is about 235,000. You don't see it yet, but it's getting there. Welcome, Michael, to the feature table. Good luck, sir. Good luck, sir. The slow walk away from the table from Bao there. It's a sad one. On to the next hand. We are hand 17 now here. At our feature table. This, again, for those of you just joining us, is the $400 kickoff event. It was 100,000 guaranteed, which we absolutely demolished that. There's currently around 30 players remaining. just over 30,000 for first place. We have an all-in from the hijack for 235,000. This is our new friend Michael, pocket sevens with the rip here. And I don't think we're gonna see a call. How many bigs is that? That's about 17 bigs, 16 bigs. That's a lot to call off with an ace rag offsuit. We got Pat Mahomes taking a seat at the final table, feature table. Pardon me. And Michael takes that one down with the jam, bringing his stack up to 320,000.
S-A-R. How much chips do you have, Caesar? 355 exactly?
And it looks like we have Caesar joining us for the feature table. Chip counts there for you. 73 bigs, the chip leader. Mr. Nathaniel there in the black shirt, no hat. Right next to Dixon.
Jesus. All right, we got Caesar joining the
Yes.
feature table with.
And we added Michael too. I'm not sure if you were here whenever he
Oh,
joined.
I
but-
did not see that. So we got
So
Caesar and
we
Michael
got two
joining.
more.
Awesome.
Pat Mahomes rocking the feature table here.
C4 call. C6 check.
So all the same's going on. It doesn't seem like no bloodbaths are going to be happening here. Go back to what I was saying. The same reason why you're so excited about the PLO, it's fun. You know, you're not like especially skilled at it.
Yes.
I'm very bad at triple draw. I can't wait for it. I'm firing max. Like
So-
I can't wait.
I actually just learned how to play because I've never played any mixed games. I learned triple draw and like pretty much all the mixed game games at the last Lone Star series. We just did like a. I don't think you were there, but it was like the day after the series. We just did a $200
Oh,
buy-in.
yeah. I wasn't there, but I heard about
The
it.
limit game. It was so much fun. We
The 11 game?
a limit game.
Oh, limits game. I think you said 11
Yeah,
game. I was
we,
like,
we did.
Jesus.
It was. We played Paradise Pick'em. You ever played that?
I have not.
So the dealer gives everyone 3 cards, and then under the gun, looks at his cards and decides what mixed game you're playing. And then based on whatever game he chooses, he could choose any game. So you could choose Pineapple, he could choose Badoogie, Badusi, Omaha, High-Low, anything. And based on that information, the dealer will give you more cards if you need it, and then you play it. It's really fun, because if you're under the gun, you get to choose the game based on what would be best for the cards that you already have. And
I like it.
It's a good time. Very good time.
Maybe we can do something like that on a live stream later on this week.
I hope
mean,
so. We should figure something out.
Absolutely.
Is it Bia?
Wait,
Bia.
this is
With Jack 10 suited raises here. Oh, he just calls. Did he call? Yeah, he called.
Yeah.
1,
Limp's
5, and
there.
9 are dead. So we're on 2 right now.
We're getting to the stage now where we get the M instead of the K. We got $1 million chip stacks here. It's getting exciting.
Love to see that Millie stack.
And this is the stage of the tournament where some players are starting to feel
I feel the weight.
they feel the weight. I mean, it's that's a lot of money. I mean, $32,000 for first. Some of these guys put in $400. They had over 560 entries in.
It's impressive if you only
Houston,
put in
Texas.
400.
It really is. I put in more than 400.
I've also
been able to
as well,
commentate
but-
every single stream so far. For those wondering.
quick 400s over and over again. So we are down to 30 here. I wonder what's the payout about now? Do you know
What's the what?
the payout right now? You don't have to go
You know
look.
what? Well, I don't know if our payout button will go down that far. I'm not sure.
No, it's gonna. Yeah, just.
You know what? I can look on Poker Atlas if you don't.
Huh? No, down
No.
to 10th. We know it's not 2,700.
It is less than 2,700. That we do know.
Poker Atlas is amazing.
It really is. It's such a beautiful tool.
I'm not sure if they're a sponsor,
If
but
you, they're not, but they, you know what, they get some free advertising because
Yeah.
without Poker Atlas, we wouldn't be able to do this live stream.
yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah, all the clocks, all the tournament clocks, the schedule, everything's on there. If you don't have it, download Poker Atlas right now and go on there. You can see everything that's going on at Champion Social this entire week, live clocks, everything there is.
You can see what cash games are running,
Yes, cash games running around
see
the
the wait
clock.
lists, all that.
We have 30 left, so until we get to 25, it will be 1150 for the next couple guys knocked out, and then it will be 1350 after that, 1650 until we get down to the final two tables. 800 max the rest of the way, which I love. I personally
yeah.
love it. Now we're doing 800 max for safety reasons, you know. Mask up, everyone's being socially conscious here, all that kind of stuff. Every single time a table gets broken down, everything gets sanitized. So if you are a little bit worried about COVID and all that kind of stuff, which is completely fine, 100%, Champions is doing everything they can to make sure that they're above board on sanitizing, clean chips, new cards, wiping everything down, mask up, all that sorts of stuff. So another reason to come to Lone Star is for safety precautions. Everyone misses live poker. Come play poker with us. It is the cleanest and best place to play.
120.
Here is an interesting spot.
So it looks like we have a limp from Ace 10 offsuit from Benny. We have a raise,
Jeff opened afterwards,
yes.
and then Nathaniel
40K.
correctly 3-bet with the two jacks.
I think Nathaniel's just going to end up taking this one down.
I think so too. Yeah, he's just laughing at it. He's like, yeah, sure.
You can have it, I guess. I would love it. I would love to see a call here. I really would. He shows the ace.
I hope he shows a 3.
I'm,
That's more of a
assuming-
Dixon move if he shows a 3.
Okay, all right. I don't know about that. Maybe
That'd be awesome.
it would be awesome.
I just really hope that at Lone Star Poker Series 10 next year, I'm not saying, well, he has 2 bronzes for these gender neutral cards that are coming out.
Oh, I saw that. That's not gonna happen. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Run away. 2 bronzes.
I don't even know how I remember that, to be honest with you.
Yeah. 24.
3 fold. 4 fold.
And with 30 players left, we do have an average of 30 big blinds left in the tournament, which is pretty substantial.
40 big blind average.
I'm sorry, 40 big blind average. My math is off. Full disclosure, we're having an ultra in the booth. Well, not we, I am. Having an ultra in the booth. I don't want to throw Alex under the bus. But my math is a little bit off. But yes, 40 big blinds left with 30 players.
It's a great structure.
So much time to play in this tournament. We're going to be here all day watching it because they will be playing the rest of this tournament out for a couple more hours. And eventually you'll get better commentators than myself in here because we're going to go fire this 400 in a little bit.
Yes. Who knows when that would be.
Yeah. I'm having fun though. So,
I'm having a great time.
Yeah. I'm not too overly worried about it. And the 425K guarantee, also an amazing structure. So we can fire in
got
2
plenty of
more
time.
hours and have
Plenty of time.
35 big blinds.
Yep.
What a value. There's Ian in the background raising
He
his
actually
hand.
works for Poker Atlas.
He does work for Poker Atlas. Yesterday was donning the Best Dad Ever t-shirt, which I can't disagree. He's an amazing father, and it's close to $500,000 in chips. So he's
nice.
he has spun it up today.
Very nice.
Now, at the next break, we will be rotating tables. So if you are paying attention, the next featured table will feature Haley Hochstetler, who is one of Run Good's higher ups and is a amazing sponsor for this poker series. So stay tuned, and you will get to see Haley, hopefully,
When will that be? That's
at the next break. I'm not sure when the next break is. It's got to be coming up pretty soon, though, I imagine.
I don't know how long. Is it 2 hours?
Yeah. Oh my God, we have 2 queens and 2 jacks, and
Sixth grade, 40,000.
Bia's gonna have to get very lucky here because there's no folding, 0 folding 2 jacks with this chip stack. The chips are getting in the middle here. He's getting called.
Let's run it.
Good luck, Bia.
Six calls.
And let's see what the flop comes.
No help to Bia so far.
He's gonna need to find one of the last 2 jacks. Oh, blackjack. And it does not happen. GG to be a tough spot. Absolute cooler.
The rich get richer. Nathaniel taking that down. He's got 1.35 million in chips now. Unbelievable.
Do you know why you turned it up on the turn, the stage draw, or did you just try and get your first? I had ace king in the small blind.
Right. Six fold. Yeah. Seven fold. Eight fold. 2 fold.
Dar has some of the worst luck of anybody I've ever seen. Man, he's a hell of a player.
3 call.
I wouldn't go that far, but
4 chuck.
All right, so we got a blind versus blind spot here. 8-7 offsuit versus 7-4. Flop comes ace 10-5 with 2 clubs. Nothing for either player. We do see a bet. 20K from the 7-4, and it's going to take it down. Got 2 minutes left in the 10K, 15K blind level. We're going to have 10, 20K after that. Daniel now with 90 big blinds.
That's huge.
A lot of bigs.
A lot of bigs.
With less than 30 remaining. With more than 30 up
Almost
top.
100 big blinds with 30 people and a 32K up top. That's a very good spot to be in.
Very much so.
We have an hour and 20 minutes till our next break, so until then, you are just stuck with us.
Yay.
Hope y'all like it.
7 fold.
Got a queen jack suited here from the Caesar.
2 fold.
Makes it 30,000 with the min raise there from the hijack.
4 fold.
Doesn't look like he's going to be getting any action.
Call.
We do see a call. I lied. The big stack was in the big blind. He's calling with 10-3 suited. I like it. Although his suits are dominated. They both flop pairs here. No hearts on the board though. So he faded that cooler. Looks like we're going to see a C-bet here from Nathaniel. I'm sorry, from Caesar. Makes it 55,000 to go. 65,000 to go. And a quick fold from Nathaniel.
Did you notice how professional that fold was? That was a thumb flick,
Just-
like a pro.
Yeah.
Like
there's
that
a
was
net.
very talented.
That's why he has the chips.
I mean,
That's why he's got the stack.
I can't argue. Now, I'm pretty new to this whole commentating thing. I know that you have a very popular set on Twitch stream.
Twitch stream, yes.
Twitch stream,
Correct.
and if you want to plug that real quick so everyone knows how to follow you.
The URL is twitch.tv/Alex Optional, one word. Alex Optional. That is my screen name.
So, I know that you stream yourself playing, but when
Correct.
you do things like this, like commentating, is it wrong for someone like me to just root for train wrecks? Like just the overall bloodbath of Zahan or
Listen.
something
I
like that?
think everyone watching is rooting for that as well, and so you're probably not gonna receive too much resistance.
Okay. Because like when all the cards show up and I see like two kings versus two jacks, and I'm like, oh yeah,
It's exciting.
it's exciting. It's what makes poker so relatable. Like
Yeah.
everyone
Oh, yeah.
loves the bloodbath.
Yep.
And
then
it
you
sucks
see-
when it happens to your friends. Like both of us are very good friends with a lot of people in that room. But at the end of the day, someone's gonna have to win this tournament eventually.
Yes.
Yeah, but he said he made his mind.
Six raise.
How are your Packers doing?
Not good. And I made my first sports bet in the last 2 years today on the Packers minus 17.5. So them being down 11 is not very good right now, but but we're going to pay attention to the poker and so I don't cry about my Packers on a live stream.
All right, so we do have the blinds moving up here. I believe it still says 10K, 15K down there, but I think the
The
clock
blinds,
just
the
switched
blinds
over.
are up.
So
We'll
we're
get that
at
graphic
20K big
fixed.
blind now.
Two fold. Three fold.
So we're only playing six-handed here at the feature table. That's going to happen when you're playing eight-handed overall and down to only how many? 5 tables? 4
Raise to
tables?
40,000.
Better than what I can hope for.
We got a raise here from Jeff with ace-5 offsuit from the cutoff. Looks like a bunch of rags behind, so I don't think we're going to see it.
And as we get deeper into this tournament, we're going to see a lot of race folding
Yes.
throughout the rest of the day. Once we get down to 2 tables especially, and we're going to see the graphics are going to change for the blinds. That's what's going on
Oh,
here.
okay. He's working on it.
As the rest of the tournament progresses, when we get down to 2 tables, the page jumps start happening. The ICM implications start becoming more and more apparent. And you're going to see a lot more from the recreational players, a lot more passive plays versus someone like Jeff who is just going to gas to the pedal. Like,
Yes.
we're
Yep,
going.
He's raising as much as possible because he knows he's getting those folds.
Absolutely.
Stealing them blinds. So Nathaniel here with ace-king offsuit in the cutoff.
Six raise to 50.
We don't see a big blind hand yet. Maybe it's something juicy. He raises to 50K. We got a fold from Michael. And big blind's 9-4. Looks like we're just going to get some folds.
Two fold.
Those big stacks doing what they're supposed to. Of course, it's pretty easy when you have ace-king.
You know. Easy game.
Yeah,
Easy game.
very much.
Four fold.
Couple ace tens here. Automate and very similar chip stacks.
Daniel with a solid hand. Jack ten suited might be my favorite hand. I never.
That is the hand. Like that is your. I call him a pet hand. Like your favorite.
Yeah, I don't. So I've always hated that question because, like, obviously, aces are my favorite hand.
Well,
but
obviously,
I don't know. I when I see Jack ten suited, I get excited.
I don't blame you. This is going to be very interesting. If Caesar decides to rip, which he correctly does, the other ace is going to get out of there.
I don't think you can call Jack. You might. He might call.
I mean,
may.
it's only 12 big blinds. We have the lovely Michelle joining us in the booth. Hello. Do you see this pretty thing watching? Well, I just heard payout from the other from the mic in there, so we might have lost one more player.
The thing you're really thinking about it here with this Jack ten suited, and I like it. I like that it's a thought. He does make the fold though. Incorrectly. I think that's the correct.
I have such a bad syndrome. Like when I have chip lead at a tournament, I get way too froggy.
Oh, yeah.
I would have splashed it in there. I'd find my neighbor. Like I got the jack high right here. Let's go.
You're always behind, but you can make so many straights.
You can only pick up the jack ten of diamonds so often.
That's true. What percentage is that? How many times can you pick it up?
All the times.
Oh, good.
None of the
Good
times.
answer.
I guess Michael and Cesar are just gonna have the same hand every hand.
Get a raise from King 5 suited. I love it.
I love it.
Love it. Those are another like kind of portion.
Just
of
under the gun
hands.
too. Like,
Yeah,
and I
he
okay.
can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to be too crass here, but I mean this is like the version of whipping it out. Like I have all the chips, we're under the gun. Here's the King 5 of hearts.
King 5 of hearts. Let's go.
Let's go.
I love those suited king combos. I overplay those for sure.
I mean that's why we're in the booth. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's old news.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
So we got a call from Queen 10 suited as well. If hearts come, whew, that could be juicy.
Now, I don't want to be too overly critical of anybody that's still in the tournament. Like, they have done phenomenally, played phenomenally to get to this point. I'm not a fan of calling 50 here with only 250 behind. Again, unless you're just ready to put it in if it gets checked to you. And
I don't mind it. It's a very good speculative hand. You can flop super well and
doubt
go
about
with it,
that.
or just get away from it.
You have 4 people behind you.
But I get what you're saying.
If someone
I do
rips,
understand.
are we just folding?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, which is not a crime.
Not a crime. Not a crime. Call
Oh,
folding is not a
what?
crime. That's my man. I take back everything I said.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
The queen high is going to be good here. All right, I take back
Oh,
everything
my
I
goodness.
said. I love it, Michael. He was ready to rip all flops, and I love it.
Oh my goodness.
And finds
he
the double with the
holds.
queen high.
Queen high.
We have a new legend
Wow.
at the feature table.
Okay. Okay.
Take
didn't-
it queen high.
I didn't see that. Was it a bet jam or did he just open rip it?
I think Jeff checked, he ripped,
Okay.
and then called off.
Okay.
And Jeff's calling off. When you call a raise with a 10 jack flop open ended, you're closing
Yes.
action. You're putting it.
Yep. Get it in. What a hand.
I love live streams.
Oh, this is good. Good time.
What percentage of the time do you think, whenever he moved and got called, that he thought he was ahead? What's the number below 0? Because that's the answer.
Yeah. As far below 0 as possible.
I don't have spades, I don't have a jack, I have a hundred.
I'm gonna need his name and exact chip count. Nope, the one sheet. First name? Darren. Darren? D-A-R-R-E-N? Yes. and then I'll need the exact chip count.
Sounds like we are getting a new player at the feature table here. Getting
460.
updated chip counts.
We've got Darren with 460,000. Welcome to the table, sir. Godspeed.
7 to call.
At some point, I'm going to make a terrible God's Plan joke for the new player Drake at the table, but we'll wait for later to do that. It's not going to happen with the deuce off.
I appreciate the warning.
Yeah, it's going to be awful. Like, I mean, literally going to be the worst joke ever. I just know I can't help myself.
Okay, that's fair. Prepare yourselves, chat.
1 full. 2 call.
So we've got a couple limps here.
3 call.
Under the gun limp with King, Queen offsuit. I think we still have an issue here with the blinds because I'm pretty sure the blinds are 20K.
Was that Devontae Adams touchdown? Oh, no, it was not. He looked very angry.
120.
Am I correct? The blinds are 20K? 10K,
Yes,
20K?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
It's still saying 10K as a call, so I'm wondering if our
Our graphics are a little bit off.
graphics might be off, and also the chip stacks may be off because of that. Very slightly, but
I'll go do some research for a second.
I shot him a text, but
Oh, okay.
you can do that if you want.
3 full. 4 full.
It's like a big blind get walked there. Jeff holding the 5-4 suited. That's very interesting, actually. I'm wondering if potentially he doesn't want to get too crazy blind versus blind with the chip leader there. He's down a little bit of chip since we started, but not too many. He's still in a very, very good spot.
Darren might be looking to open here with a couple threes, and behind him, Logan with the big stack has ace ten of spades, so this could become pretty interesting. Here comes the raise to 55,000. Logan just snap folds, and I love that fold, to be honest with you. Ace ten sometimes can just get you in a world of trouble. I really like that fold. It appears that this is going to get through, and again, I'm just proving how wrong I can be. Benny just said jack off. Let's go for it. We're in there. We got the ace queen 8 flop. Now, if I'm Benny and I called a raise with a 10 jack off here, I'm definitely taking a turn card off. We flop double gutter and a backdoor flush draw, and for the second time in one hand, I am completely wrong with everything that I've said.
I just got back though, so I'm gonna assume that you're lying to me, and it was at least like 4 or 5 times in that hand that you were wrong.
I only said 2 things, so I went over 2.
Okay.
But again, they're there and I'm not. I'm just in the booth.
Fair. I did let Eric know.
What are the blinds? Are they 20K?
Yeah, they're 20K. And I'm wondering, and they might have to reset stack sizes. Again, they'll be like slightly off because it's only a 5K difference per hand. But we might have to switch that around. It looks like he did switch it for us here. It says 20K now. But they can. I'm sure he could check stack sizes on the next break.
Yeah,
and make sure that
absolutely.
everything's good.
And we're gonna have to redo everything because we're
Oh, yeah,
gonna
new
rotate
table.
tables and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So,
3-fold.
so
4 raise 50,000.
Nathaniel here is just, what's the term? Card racking?
that is the term.
Oh my goodness.
And
He's got to be loving life. Jeff here again with the ace-3 offsuit. Was this the same hand?
same exact hand. Yeah.
Maybe same position
If
too.
we're in a wormhole right now and we
Yeah.
just went back a level and seeing.
Amazing. Does he show him again? Does he show him the 3?
Please. And I know that Jeff remembers doing that last time, so if he's not going to play the hand, he might show him the exact same card.
Yeah, very much. He doesn't. Makes the fold. On to the next one. Hand 34 of this feature table. 24 players remaining, which means we are down, if my calculations are correct. That's final 3 tables.
We're down to 24.
Correct, sir.
Adam left him. That's not the time. I got 1 fold. 2 fold. 3 fold. 4 raise 50,000. Six call, 7 fold.
Looks like we got Jeff here. Oh my goodness, we have good hands.
Oh,
With the big stacks here.
OMG.
OMG is right. Jeff waking up with the American Airlines. And he raises the 50K.
And Nathaniel flatted this time. If he had 3-bet Jeff again, this could have got very disastrous. Now, we're checking for deception here. We're not scared of the 7-8-9 flop with the 2 aces. We were trying to check raise flop, I'm sure.
4, bet 50,000.
But you've been wrong before.
I've been wrong 100% of the time.
You've been wrong always. We do see a bet here for 50K, and I think it's going to take it down. It's only a quarter pot. I lied. He's calling with the ace high. What do we have on the river here? That is a blank. No, I don't know. I'm saying blank because it's not up yet. What do we got? Jeffrey reaching for chips here. What?
180.
180,000. We still don't have a river card. There it is, a 4. It is a brick.
You know, Jeff got really, really, really unlucky here that this is the one hand that Nathaniel decided not to 3-bet him.
Jeff got lucky or Nathaniel got lucky?
I'm sorry, Nathaniel got lucky. Excuse me, you're 100% right. Nathaniel got lucky that this is the hand that he decided. What I'm going to say is Jeff got very unlucky that this is the hand that
There's
he
an
did not 3-bet.
interesting dynamic here where I wonder if Nathaniel wants to call because of who Jeff is.
100%.
He wants to make the ace high call on the stream and see if he's right. He
Zero
knows.
doubt.
He knows that Jeff is capable.
He also doesn't want to make the call and be wrong too. Like
Very much so.
I mean, there's definitely a hero
He's
villain
reaching for
factor here.
chips.
Now, there's also one more thing. Can we go for a race here
That's
on the stream? Like that's next level.
it is.
But there's one aspect of heroing on a stream and being right. If you race here and you get called, okay, you know what? You gave it a shot. You showed the
Yeah,
heart.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
He does make the
He
call.
makes the call.
and sees the bad news.
There's a lot of levels going on here, and no one should blame Nathaniel for calling there.
Correct.
I mean, that could have been.
I love the heart.
I love the heart. Also, he beats all ace tens there. Like, that's a very real hand. Jeff's going to open ace ten. He's going to flop open-ended. He's going to bet turn, bet river. He's going to try and win the hand. There's a lot of hands that he could have beat there with ace high. So I don't mind the call at all.
So that is a nice chip up there for Jeff. He's back up over $1 million or so, we think. Chip stack's going to be slightly off here. According to what we have, though, it looks like that would have evened out their stacks, which might be the case just looking at the stacks. That's a lot of green chips.
It's a lot of green chips. It's a lot of pretty green octagon chips.
They are very, very lustrous.
Lustrous.
Is that a word? Did I just make up a word?
You heard it here first.
On to the next one here. Benny under the gun +1 has King Jack suited. Looks like Logan's reaching for chips. We don't know what his hand is yet. He doesn't like card readers. He does make the raise
4 or 5.
up to 45,000.
Logan, and then your cards.
Let's see what Benny's going to do here with King Jack suited.
D3 raise is 125.
Tell me who folds also.
It sounds like the 400 is going into a break. The not this tournament, but the $400 one-day 25K guarantee is going on break, which you still have 2.5 hours to get down and register for.
So we do have a 3-bet here with the King Jack suited, which I like. Makes it 125K. Again, we don't know what Logan's hand was there. He does make the fold. The King Jack takes it down.
D3 fold. D4 fold.
So it looks like Caesar here in the cutoff has ace-king offsuit. Should definitely see a raise from him. Looks like we might see a raise with the 10-8 offsuit from Nathaniel.
7 fold.
He does make a 50K to go.
8 all in.
And an all-in from Caesar.
10.
We're going to see some snap folds around the table.
D2 fold.
And on to the next one.
Six fold.
And on to the next hand here. We hand 37 going out on this feature table.
7 fold. 8 fold. 10 raises to 50. 42.
All right, so Drake here in the cutoff with ace-10 offsuit, going to raise it to 50,000. 40,000 is what it says. I lied. I thought I heard 50. My bad. Darren with King Jack suited on the button. Go with the raised Oracle. He does call.
Need 2, 3, 4.
And we go to the flop.
Is it?
Eight deuce rainbow. Nothing for either player but overs. People like overs. Do you like over cards?
I do love overs.
That's good.
Love them. Part of the reason why we're in.
We had an insta ship from the cutoff that takes it down on to the next one. Oh shoot, he had it.
If any of our cocktail waitresses are listening to the stream 15 minutes from now, Jeff needs another Coors Light.
Who does?
Jeff.
Oh,
he,
Jeff.
He,
Okay.
he looked like that beer was pretty empty. Sorry, Dixon.
Dixon. Yeah,
Dixon.
Yeah, I don't
Dixon
know who
needs
Jeff
another
was. Nathaniel card racking once again, as per usual.
Shocker, Nathaniel has it.
6-0. Thank you.
Raising up the pocket jacks to 60,000.
Is there any better feeling than just having it every time deep in a tournament? I
I
mean,
don't think so.
just feels so invincible.
Yeah,
10 fold, 1 fold.
it's pretty great.
2 fold. 3 fold.
First time I've ever been this far. Hey, well, you win it, we're gonna party tonight.
What about me?
I'm here.
I wanted to take everybody to strip club, I promise.
Jeff Moore kicks over and somehow Sweden. Joining us in the booth now is Isaac from Champions.
Good morning, Chris. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you today?
Good.
Just to catch you up, there's our price pool on the right-hand side. We're down to 23 players left in day 2 of event 1 of the Lone Star Poker Series, and updated chip counts coming at you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Exciting day. The final stretch here of our inaugural tournament for the Lone Star Poker Series.
We got hand number 39 kicking off.
Some interesting opportunities in this hand.
8 fold. 10 fold. One raises to 55.
Right there, it's on the heater.
Two fold.
We got a raise to 55 on the hijack.
3 raises.
And Benny's making
125.
some considerations here.
I E3 bet it.
Oh, there we go.
6 fold.
It's an aggressive play with ace-5.
Yeah, he's got position on him, and he wants to see where he's at in the hand. If he gets 4 bets shoved here, he's just going to fold. Not too out of line.
You'd be happy to know.
I definitely
that he's
prefer a
ahead.
3-bet here instead of a flat, that's for sure.
Yeah, if you're going to play that hand, you got to be the aggressor.
Floor. Who did you want, Nathaniel?
And Darren folds it up. Got 12 minutes left in round 18.
Well, not a whole lot of action is going to happen this hand, it looks like.
1 fold. 2 fold. 3 fold.
Jeff might take a stab here.
Oh, he's 100% raising here on the button with any eights. He didn't even have to look at the second card.
And he does, raises to 50K.
Six raises. 180.
And Nathaniel's not going to get pushed around.
180.
3 bets from the small blind.
7 fold.
Michael's out of there, and we're going to see what Jeff does. It's a tough decision if you're Jeff, because you got to figure you're probably actually ahead.
Yeah, ever since Nathaniel got moved to that feature table, it's the only person probably in the room that has any chips to battle with Jeff, and I'm really impressed with that 3-bet, showing some heart, letting him know that he's not just going to be able to open every button and expect to steal his blind every hand.
And Jeff folds it and shows the ace when he does. Flashes it across the table, letting Jeff know that he can push him off an ace with a 3-bet.
One fold. 1 fold. 2 fold. 3 fold.
And Jeff, again, is going to have to open a pot, and Nathaniel, again, might just 3-bet him. And this is one of those, this is where the mind games come in. We see a flat here. If he had 3-bet him again, this pot could have got really fun, because I'm not sure if Dixon would have allowed that to happen again.
He calls.
Four check.
Pretty good flop for Jeff here. I mean, when you get a heads-up flop and you have a 7-eye flush draw against one opponent, it's really not that bad. Only one overcard to your hand.
6 fold.
Everything's pretty standard there. If Nathaniel had 3-bet there, I'm not sure what would have happened. It would have been a lot of fun to watch, though.
Most of this table's got pretty deep stacks, so we're probably going to have the pleasure of seeing some fairly interesting play for a little bit.
One fold. Showing the lady. 2 fold.
Mystery hand. Benny making a decision.
3 raises. 60. 4 fold.
Oh, Benny raises it to 60 with a 3-bet with a mystery hand.
Got 2 mystery hands. This ought to be fun.
Oh,
Oh, Benny open with the 9-10 of diamonds. We're going to get a flat there, which might bring the button. Michael might flat here and try and set mine. There's all the hands.
7 fold.
Nathaniel with an interesting flat with the 2 8s.
8 folds. 10 folds.
Pretty disciplined fold by Michael on the butt with the 2 3s there. A lot of times though, when you when you are the third or fourth person in a pot, it just gives any of the blinds such easy squeeze opportunities.
Well, Benny hits top pair. I guess he's happy, but he's got to be a little bit concerned.
D3 bet 60.
I mean, this is about as gin as you get when you open 9-10 of diamonds. But for Nathaniel, I mean, this looks like a good flop for him. So
Not too
I
bad.
wouldn't be surprised if we see a flat here and continue and reevaluate on the turn.
There is one over.
D6 call.
The 7 or a 9 would be fun. Oh, just a flush draw for Benny now.
But with Nathaniel calling from behind and calling a C-bet, that ace isn't making him terribly happy.
But you also shouldn't be too concerned with an ace here because unless you just think he's floating all aces here, he hasn't got 2 out of line and he's really just had it all the time today. So if Nathaniel were to bet there, he was 100% getting called. This river's probably going to go check, and Benny's going to take down the pot if I had to guess. Nathaniel could turn this hand into a bluff, but he's got some sort of showdown value. He beats all king highs. Doesn't want to put out a small feeler bet and get check raised here. And it looks like we're going to turn this hand into a bluff. This definitely is not a hand he wants to get called on. This is not a value bet by any means. This is a, God, I think you have me beat, please fold bet.
The way he played this, that ace helped him to be able to represent something strong here.
Toss spot for Benny again. I don't think he thinks the ace helped Nathaniel, especially after he checked back turn. I mean, if you're gonna float all ace highs, it's tough to check back on the turn. I don't mind his fold, but I don't think he really felt like he was beat there. But he got kind of handcuffed in the hand. He got shallow, and
Would have been a hell of a hero call. Would have liked to have seen it. You're right that there was a line of thought there that could have gotten him to the call. It was a little thin when he folded.
Two fold. Three fold.
And we got a bunch of ugly hands here.
Four fold. Six raises to 60.
Interested to see how Drake plays ace-jack in the small blind. He's been pretty quiet so far today.
Eight fold. 10 fold.
And lets it go.
One call. That's it.
But Darren, not quite so tight. He's gonna mess around and hits top pair.
this is a kind of a cooler flop with that shallow
Really shallow.
as Darren was. Nathaniel cannot fold top pair here. He's almost getting 2-1 on the call. Just cannot imagine that he's folding his hand.
If you're folding here, what kind of flop were you looking for?
Exactly. Now again, I've been like wrong on every single street this entire stream, but there was just no folding top pair here.
That's right.
Backdoor clubs aren't going to help when Darren has king clubs. And it looks like Darren has survived.
Your other box full all over. Got it. Thank
Less than a minute to go in this level. After that, we will be at 30K big blind. 19 big blinds is the shortest deck on our feature table. Pretty good structure, pretty good value for your money here, guys.
I like how you guys both want
Yeah, we're,
Alright guys, we're going up. Next hand. 15 to 30 guys. 15 to 30.
everyone here's stupid. Blinds are going up next hand. So far, right now we're at 20K big blind. We got a pocket pair and ace king. Both around 20 big blind stacks. I imagine that Caesar's probably going to open cutoff here just because he's in great position with 21 bigs. Here's the open. This money's getting moved to the middle here.
One full.
Very standard.
Two full.
Caesar probably is going to have to fold. If I had to guess.
He's thinking about it. But Drake has been an extremely disciplined player here for quite some time. So if you're Caesar, you gotta think that he has something. Does he have an overpair? The best you can hope for is the situation that he's in with 2 overcards and a coin flip. And he folds.
Caesar lets it go. Just too many hands that can have you just absolutely crushed.
Wasn't the original shirt I was playing over? I had a
There you go, 38 minutes. They were good today.
Excuse me, guys. We are moving on to hand 45 of day 2 of event 1 at the Lone Star Poker Series here at Champion Social.
And pretty much everyone has garbage. I'm gonna see Darren.
And Logan's gonna raise here with the ace and the small blind, I imagine.
Two raises all in.
That's a raise.
3 full.
Moving on.
It's the first time we've seen Logan in action in a while. He jumped out on day 2 and spun his chips up real quick. Kind of leveled off. It's kind of been the Jeff and Nathaniel show so far, ever since Nathaniel got moved over. It's never fun whenever you're the big stack and a bigger stack gets moved to your immediate left, but obviously Jeff's a seasoned pro and is not fazed by it too much. It just handcuffs him a little bit, but nothing that he can't overcome. And again, at the break, in I think a little under 30 minutes, we're going to rotate tables and get a new batch of players in here at the feature table.
We got some opportunity for some action on this hand.
Nathaniel feeling himself right now, just limping under the gun with the queen seven of spades. I don't know why I love that. I mean, I don't, but I do.
Through the rest of the table, you are a little bit concerned.
And
But Drake's not having it.
One call.
And he's been so quiet. He's representing a monster hand with that raise. It's a big raise with a one person limping in front.
Four fold.
And you get some action.
Someone else will try it, man. Six calls.
All right, we got 3 to the flop. Wow. And 2 of our featured players hit top pair.
Six checks. Ten bets. 130.
Darren's going to find a fold here, and I'm not sure what Nathaniel's going to do. He played this hand to play a big pot, obviously, and he checked for deception. So
With Drake raising pre-flop so large, it could just be a continuation bet. If you're Nathaniel, you're not quite sure where you're at, but you do have top pair.
One fold.
Like you said, Chris, we're down to 2. Nathaniel's got a decision to make.
I honestly think that he's just about to rip all the chips into the middle. I can't foresee any other reason to play this hand. He limped under the gun. He flatted a raise pre-flop. Here comes the raise.
Six raises to 3.
The 300,000, and
I think that puts Drake all in.
It doesn't. It's close to all in. But
No.
now Drake's in a tough spot here. This isn't a snap call. Again, the entire line on this hand is super, super suspect. Nathaniel limped under the gun, flatted pre, and now has check raised, basically telling Drake, like, we're getting all the chips to the middle. Drake's supposed to be beat here. Like, it's very easy to look at the graphics and see, like, yeah, put it in, but this is not an easy decision. I'm not sure if Drake can call here. I mean, the one saving grace he might have is that he might decide, you know what, I got backdoor clubs if I'm behind, but
That pre-flop flat call could be ace queen. It could be a pair of 10s. It could be king queen. It could be a number
it might
of
be
different
2
things.
3s. I don't know about a pair of 10s.
Raise all in. Six calls.
All right, and he correctly makes the call. That's a tough spot. I'm not sure if I could have done it. I might have raised with the queen jack. Oh my god, a 7 of hearts on the turn.
Sick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 23.
And Nathaniel doing Nathaniel things. Oh, my heart is bleeding right now for this guy. Wow.
That was sick.
That was one of the goofiest hands I've seen in a minute. And busting out in 23rd. You played your heart out, kid. GG.
Hand. And leave the rest up to the poker gods. Today they didn't smile on Drake.
It did not.
Seven calls. 8 folds. 1 fold. 2 folds. 3 folds. 4 folds.
Everyone folds it up to Nathaniel. All right, and our blinds are at 15, 30. on round 19. As action continues here at Champion Social Poker Club in Bel Air, in beautiful Houston, Texas, for the Lone Star Poker Tournament Series. Action continues. Maybe it doesn't. A lot of folding, actually. Well, Jeff's not going to fold here. You can be sure about that. And Jeff
Flick of the
steals the
wrist
nines.
of the 4-5.
An aggressive fold. You get the ladies event starting here in a few minutes.
Yes,
And-
with an added $1,000 Tiffany bracelet as a prize.
And I'm told that there's still money left in that guarantee. So if you want some serious value, it's a great event to participate in. Oh, all right, we got a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Ace queen versus 2 kings and 2 5s. Who,
One raises, 100,000.
Darren makes a standard raise with his 2 kings. And Jeff's got a really big stack, so we're gonna see how he plays this with his 5s. He gets away from it.
6 fold.
But Michael on the small blinds might not be so sure.
Seven moves all in.
and here we go, and a snap call is about to happen here.
One calls.
Again, all of this very standard hand. Well, we didn't have to sweat that one. It's fucking King 6-6, and you're just gonna win when you have top full. We're drawing dead to running aces or 6-6.
Game over.
Game over. GG, Michael. Nothing you can do there. All very standard.
You put your heart into it.
Absolutely.
But don't worry, there's a lot of other great events this week, and I'm very sure we're going to see Michael again on one of these featured streams.
Oh, he's gonna hop into this 400. I bet he might be on there tonight.
Two calls.
Bidding here, picking up 2 queens, and not a whole lot for anybody else to have. He's gonna need somebody else to get out of line to win any chips in this spot.
4 folds, 6 folds, 8 folds. One call. 85, 7 moves. Heads up.
Good afternoon.
What's up, Eric?
We're gonna do a little changing of the guards. We got Kang gonna run Action Tracker, and I'm gonna be in the commentator's booth so somebody can go play.
Yeah, here. I'm gonna hop out of here, guys. It's been a pleasure. Eric and Isaac are gonna take over. Y'all enjoy the rest of the day. Hopefully, y'all can see me on one of these.
Thanks,
Well,
Chris.
Hold on. I literally
Hang on.
just mentioned that. Some people are going to have to get out of line for Benny to get any action. And what is going on here?
Well, here's the deal. Peng is running the action tracker. He might have messed up.
6-9 of clubs and 2 queens got all in. Flopped a flush with a straight flush draw, and 2 queens outran him.
That's
He
one-
did not mess up.
No, the other one he had 2 people all in.
Oh, okay.
That is one of the more squirrely hands we've seen today.
Well, that's a good hand for me to exit on. Good luck to everybody left on here. I'm going to hop in the 425K guarantee. I will holler at y'all later.
Thanks, Chris.
He likes to sit reclined.
All right, we're here with Eric, and I'm Isaac for Champions Social inaugural Deep Stack event on hand 50 with the blinds at 15:30. As action continues here at Champions Social in Houston.
Peng forgot to hit next hand.
Six race, 75,000. 8 fold. 1 fold.
It was interesting being at the table. Nathaniel 3-bet Jeff every time Jeff tried to open. Did he just always have hands, or did he just 3-bet aggressively for no reason?
No, it was a remarkable series of hands
Okay.
where Nathaniel and Jeff just were destined to tangle.
Okay. It just felt like he was just messing with him. Like, you want to come into my pot? I'm gonna 3-bet you every time. So from the sidelines, without seeing the cards, it looked like he was just getting out of line. And I was waiting for Jeff to stand up to him, just 4-bet shove on him.
Yeah, there was at least one hand early on that was taking a stand, making a statement, and then a perfect series of hands following it where you wake up with the right hand after taking a stand. We have some pretty sophisticated players here going deep in our first event at the Champions Social Lone Star Tournament Series. And everything you want to see in poker.
Right here, it shows we have 20 players left in round 19. In 23 minutes, we're going to have a break. And we're going to switch feature tables. Yeah, Nathaniel and Jeff, 1.8 and 1 million.
We continue to tangle.
Six ranges, 75,000. 8 fold, 1 fold. 2 fold,
A lot of hearts getting folded.
3 fold.
Eric, are you going to have an opportunity to play in any of the events this week?
I won't be. I'm going to be streaming every day. I finally sat down yesterday and played a little bit of the 1-3 cash game for probably a half hour. Played my first live PLO hand ever, and I went 3 out of 4